Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Saturday night, and we are live. Just for the fun of it, figured we come on here and tackle a few comments and see how everybody's doing here tonight. Yes, indeed. Hope everybody is doing well. Let's get over here and get some of the things happening here to make sure that we are a go. And we've got Mark Medlin is here with a pink heart, a red heart there. Good to see you, sir. Appreciate you joining us here. Yes, indeed. Welcome to you and to everybody who may pop in here. We're going to go ahead and go through some of these comments here. We've got to start out here with the Biden says food shortages are coming. What it means for gold and silver video. Mass hysteria. Here we go, says Savage Stacker. Yes, indeed. Crazy times we are living in. Yes, indeed. Hello, Blue. Good to see you. Greetings to you. And EH is here. Jokers Wild is here. Theodore Jones is here. Team T Cycles, welcome. Jonathan Silver, let's explore. Good to see you, brother. Good to see Neil Hahn and Rob B. Yeah, sometimes when I stream on an off night like this, it's good to see some different folks pop in. Yes, indeed. So I appreciate you guys popping in here. Yes, indeed. Mikey FC. Taylor Hawkins, drummer for the Foo Fighters, died unexpectedly. Very sad, very talented drummer and good singer, too. So may he rest in peace. 50 years old, way too young. Good to see Nick's Coins. Good to see you. You guys want to check out Nick's Coins channel. She posted a great video with her husband on the survival food they have amassed. That's another way to stack, too. Something I'd like to get into. And really well explained and how it arrives and what it looks like and how you can purchase it and everything. Really good stuff over there. Definitely in this time, especially with food shortages, it is a must need for sure. So it's good to be stacking some food. Anything that's non-perishable is probably good to stack. Eve G is here for the push-ups. Yes, indeed. We haven't been doing them lately. Yes, indeed. We usually do those push-ups for Super Chats and PayPal. $1, so each one of those come in, we'll do some push-ups. Yes, indeed. But yeah, we might do some just for the fun of it if none come in here later on. Yes, indeed. Bras for the ladies. Meet the bro. Exactly right. Somebody said that the other day, called me a bra. I was like, what the hay bale is going on here? Thanks, Jonathan Silver. Love you too, brother. Appreciate you. Mr. Storm is here. Hello, Mr. Storm. The Global Warmer is here. Good to see the Global Warmer. Appreciate you being here. He made a great point in the live stream last night about the abortions. Man, I tell you what, that's a lot of death for sure. And we sanction it through the Supreme Court. It's insane. All right, very good. And AGOG, hello, good to see you. No fake push-ups. That's right, we keep it real here. We try our best anyway. Spiderhead says, Bidenstein proclamations mean nothing, only short bus president in history. That's right. Well, we can't blame it all. That's for sure. We do have enough food here to grow. So we need to ramp up production here for sure. All right. Bod V says, hi, unless you can eat gold and silver, then it's a reckless investment as a hedge from food shortages. If there's no food, value of gold is absolutely zero. Well, the thing is that it's not to say that there won't be food. It's a matter of being able to have purchasing power to buy it. And that's the connection there with gold and silver. But yes, indeed. Obviously, food is the most important thing. We need it to survive. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's move on up here. We've got good folks joining us here. We've got Dude Dave is here. Welcome. So let's see. Silver Stanger says, all the prepper channels have been talking about this before this war. Wow, yes. Definitely could happen. Yep. True that. Dissident Aggressor says, I've been stockpiling toilet paper. The shelves are full currently, but I remember how fast supply was wiped out. That's true. Yep, that's right. Exactly. Saturday. That's right, Steve. See, we are here on a Saturday just for fun. I'll be back in here tomorrow as well, too. Just thought I'd catch up on some comments and hang out with you guys a little bit here tonight. Appreciate it. Yes, indeed. All right. Jonathan Silver has been wise. He's got his own garden. I think that's great. Jeff Reynolds is here. Good to see Jeff Reynolds. Hope you're doing well, sir. Yes, indeed. Chris Castro, Joe Biden would rather have us stay at home And don't drive and not eat meat to save the planet from climate change. Yep, I know. Exactly. Yep. Adam says they will do us a favor to eliminate bread and all GMO poison. Well, yeah. I mean, it's there's natural bread out there too, but I digress. Jerry Garcia says, Vato, sir, as long as we have beans and rice in my house, we are okay. We can always get squirrels in our local parks. Maybe even ducks. Notice how Democrats create problems. Then when real problems happen, we get double sexuality. Well, and the thing is they create the problems and then offer a solution to the problems they create. It's crazy. Yes, indeed. Anybody want to buy 2 tons of silver? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. We know where the missing silver is now. Amir's, Jeff Reynolds has got a Amir is here. Good to see you. Just bought a 10-ounce silver bars plus some 10th-ounce gold eagles. Congratulations. All right. New discovery. USA only correctly kills on foreign lands, therefore it does not count. U.S. also bombs innocently, thus innocent. Amen. All right, there. More anti-American propaganda from the guy who was born in Massachusetts. All right. John Bethia says, the USA pays farmers not to plant different crops, so some things won't be overproduced. Yeah, and that's just it. That's kind of what the state farms were about in the Soviet Union. They would only process the edge of the field, and so when the government agents came and inspected them, they didn't see that they didn't do the middle of the fields because they did just enough to get by. And now the USA pays farmers not to plant different crops, so something won't be overproduced. Well, yeah, and that's kind of crazy that we're doing that. They don't let the free market handle things. It's crazy. All right, and Gary Coover, starving people don't have much fear. That's true. That's true. They're going to get whatever they can get because they're desperate, right? Exactly. John Bethia says, wonder how many government officials will go hungry while we may be starving. Yeah, good point. Exactly. The Micmac, 88. This administration is the worst in American history. They haven't done one good thing for the people of the country. That's true. Very true. Sadly, if they were to run for re-election, and some doubt it highly that he will, they would vote for him anyway. People will vote for failure time and time again because they're blinded by ideology. It's crazy. All right. Native Stacker says, feed me, Seymour. Yes, feed me, indeed. All right. Mark Roberts says, oh, I absolutely agree that commodity prices are going to go up just along with oil. That's why I continue to try to pay down on my bad debt as fast as possible. Exactly right. And by the way, there is a such thing as good debt, too. That's your mortgage. If you have a fixed interest rate on your mortgage, and you know that that is the same amount of dollars you're paying in month after month, I would not pay down your mortgage. I would pay towards the things that are higher interest rates, like credit card debt and the like. Good Coach Alpha Elite, good to see you. Bought some silver today, $295.25 for 10-ounce Germania bars. Wow, almost paid per ounce on a white, but also on a while the cheapest my LCS. Very good. Yeah, Dominion machines, that's right, exactly. Actually, I better not speak too much about that, Jonathan, right? For the FJB, but you're right. Ubers are. CNN breaking news. CNN can now confirm Putin ties to the Kremlin. Never trust the mainstream media. Yes, that's right. Wow, are you serious? I kind of doubt that's true, that they're actually admitting that Putin has ties to the Kremlin, although one thing is for sure, there is ties to this administration to the Kremlin, or to Russia, to China, and also Ukraine. It's crazy. Mr. Vegeta, good to see Mr. V. Hope you're doing well. Yes, indeed. Oh, man, Matt Bittner. Yeah, I don't know. Some say it was drug overdose. I'm not sure. But, you know, that's the thing they always go to for rock stars. I knew he had a heroin addiction, but hopefully that's not what killed him. I hate either way. It's sad no matter what. He was a talented guy. I was never really a huge Foo Fighters fan, but hey. Anyways, very good. All right. Thank you so much, man. JM is here. JM Unleashed. Gonna go walk some dogs in 10 minutes. Yes, indeed. Good to see you, sir. Polish Silver Stacker chimes in, says, luckily Ukrainian farmers went into their fields to seed the crops. They said they would work anyway, and if Russians appear on their soil, they would run them over with their tractors. Oh, man. Food shortages is not because of sanctions, not because of Russia attacking Ukraine. They destroy everything on the way. Yep. No, you're right. I think a lot of it is based off of inflation and the supply chain issues we've had here. For sure. All right. All right. And let's see here. Heather's chubby hubby. Oh, man. I wonder if this is Heather, our Heather. I'd be very curious to know if this is our Heather's chubby hubby. Howdy there, Salivate Metal. Cool unboxing video. Looks like yours has the same odd-looking area near the contrails that mine did. Thankfully, no dark streaks, though. Thank you for showing this. No problem. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'll have to look at it again. I didn't notice any odd streaks, but the streaks, the looking area near the contrails, I don't know. I have to look at it again closer to see. Yes, I heard that too. Nick's Coins, apparently he was experiencing chest pains, which probably more likely was a heart attack due to something. It's an awful young age to have a heart attack, but anyways. Sit Honet Sith says, Aurum and Argentium. Yes, indeed, that is silver and gold, or gold and silver. In Latin is what he's saying there. Aurum and Argentum. Jimmy Licare, not the Comex, it's the Crimex. That's right, a lot of people feel that. Yes, indeed. Okay, Heather's chubby hubby's a very cool person. Yes, awesome. Yes, I just wonder if it's our Heather's. You know, Heather that comes on this channel. Is that I wonder if it's her husband. You know what I mean? You know who Heather is, right? I wonder if it's her husband. That's cool. I'm sure he's a great guy. That's cool. That's awesome. 143 Druid demanded vaxxed only fans at their shows. Yeah, I think I did remember hearing something about that. That was the case, that they were only allowing, and of course Eric Clapton was exact opposite. Eric Clapton said, you know, I refuse to play unless you allow all fans to come to the shows, which I agree with. It's not the husband. Okay, so we don't. So Heather's chubby hubby is not related to Heather's chubby. Okay, very good. Thank you, Richard and JM Unleashed. Freedom Stacker with their first super chat of the night. Thank you, Freedom Stacker. You are awesome, my friend. It's party time and it's push-up time. Here we go. There we go. All right, very good. Okay, all right, so Nick's Coin just can confirm it. She's known Heather's chubby hubby for quite a while. They are not related, all right, so we have confirmation there. Very good. Thank you, Nick's Coins. Say hello to Heather's chubby hubby for me. Here we go. 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We did it. We have fulfilled our duty, our obligation, and our destiny. That's right. Those are 3 things that we fulfilled here, Rob B. Our duty, our obligation, and our destiny. Those are the 3 things. All right. Yes, indeed. Yes. And I appreciate, because I think that's the first time we've seen Heather's chubby hubby on this channel. Does he have a YouTube channel? Let's see if he's got a YouTube channel. He does. Oh my goodness, he got one of those medals too. I'm going to subscribe to him. Heather's chubby hubby. Very cool. Nice. All right. And Justin Sartain is here. He believes. Thank you. Freedom Stacker believes. JM Unleashed believes. And Justin Sartain believes. Thank you so much. Matt Bittner says, hopefully Powell keeps his word and keeps the rate hikes coming. Exactly. And they up them up. I mean, get them into they need to do more of them. Do half points this time. That's right. Long overdue. They should have happened even before this. But, all right. Paul Weir says, if the cost of wheat and bread goes up, wouldn't the cost of beer go up as well? Time to stock up on beer before the big costs increase. Yes, perhaps so. Stock up on beer. Indeed. Or really any, I don't know, beer does have a shelf life, I think, but whiskey doesn't. That stuff ages well. Joker's Wild, who I think is in here with us. And Jeff Reynolds says real too. Thank you, Jeff. Joker's Wild says, here we go, let's get this going here. Says the following. I love me gold. Silver too. Sold a little to take care of a car issue, but I made money off it, so I'm good. Just have to work a bit harder to get more before it goes up. Great video, Sal. Thanks. Thank you, sir. Yes, indeed. Well, good job. I understand other issues that you got to work on for sure. Mississippi Sun headed back to South Carolina after vacation to Mississippi and Florida, sipping coffee and listening to good convo. Thank you, Mississippi Sun. You are awesome. So glad you're here. And good to see Savage Stacker is with us. Good to see Savage. He is the man. I haven't seen a video from him in a while, but check out Savage's channel. Yes, indeed. Good guy over there, Savage Stacker is. He's in the garden, spring planting now. Yes, indeed. The weather is. I probably could have mowed today, but I didn't do it. Silver Stacker is here. What's up? Good to see you. Yes, indeed. So check out Savage Stacker's channel. Good guy. All right. Let's march on ahead here. Rocky Superstar says, good afternoon. Unobtainium is in my stack. There you go. Unobtainium is in my stack. Christian Black Myrtle says, food shortages that these career politicians cause. That's right. Yep. In the end, you know, we went from blaming Trump to blaming Putin on everything. Hello, KB 2003. Good to see you. Silverback. Good to see you. Silverback Metal, maybe that means. Silverback Metal. Second place. All right. Let's Giovanni Lavoci says, about 15 years ago, I wanted to buy a beautiful sailboat, and I was a little short on the cash needed. So I ate oatmeal 3 times a day for 3 months, and I'm still alive and well. I've got 10 pounds of oatmeal right now at a cost of $15. Ooh, wow, all right. Yes. Man, good job. Oatmeal's actually pretty good for you from what I understand. Yes, indeed. All right, let's march on ahead here. And good to see James Farrell in North Jersey. Pain in the ass, sporadic rain. Yes, indeed. Raining. And good to see KB 2003. How you doing? Abdul says, this is so beautiful. God created such beautiful metals. Yes, indeed. He sure did. That's right, Abdul. Indeed, he did. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you watching. Demolition Dan. I love that name. That's pretty cool. I like it a lot. This is what he says about things. When the world's central banks stop accumulating gold and start selling it off, that's when it'll be time to do the same. Yeah. Watch what the central bankers do. Right now, they are in accumulation mode. Indeed. Yes, indeed. They are in accumulation mode. It's a nice Saturday indeed. Good to see Evil Cowboy. There you go. Yes, new name for Sal's band. Sal and the Silver Stackers band. There you go. That's right. We have Silver Stacker here, so he can be in the band. Okay, let's see here. So close to 50K subs. Yeah, I'm still about 1,000 some odd away. It's been kind of a slow move this year with the channel growth, but yes, indeed. But really, it's not. I typically don't discuss the subscribers because most of my subscribers don't watch the channel. I kind of cycle through viewers, and there's some channels that have 1/10 of the subscribers that I have and get twice the amount of views that I get. It's crazy, but anyways. All right, but thank you, Nick's Coins. I'm just glad to have good folks like you here. I've got high-quality viewers for sure. Given all of my faults, this channel is more about the viewers than whatever I can provide because I'm not nearly as talented as other channels or as entertaining or as informative. American Supertramp, run, gold, run. I want to buy a John Deere 9R. There you go. All right. Yes, indeed. A good old tractor. And you do that. That's a good thing, especially with what's going on. Make your own food, grow your own food, sell it. Indeed. All right. Yeah, Mississippi Sun can join the band too. That's right. Collectores says, buy canned foods, not because food will be hard to find, Buy canned food because it lasts longer than fresh food with inflation continually rising. That's right. Anything non-perishable is probably good to have on hand. Again, check out Nick's Coins channel for an example of that. A very good example of that. And we've got Raymond Orzecki says, the tail will stop wagging the dog soon. The federal who? Yes, that's right, exactly. Matt Bittner, does allowing the ads to play completely through help you much? Actually, you only need to watch about 45 seconds to a minute of them. That's it. Yes, indeed. Don't have to, like, some of these ads will show up, they'll go for 45 minutes. You don't have to watch all of that. But thank you, Matt. I appreciate your, because the ads do help fund the channel. And, and I never tell people, of course, it's against the terms of services from YouTube anyway, to click on the ad. But if you do, if it's something you're interested in or curious about, that helps too. But only do it if you're curious or interested in that which is being advertised. Don't do it if you're not interested. But anyways, but thank you, sir. Yes, indeed. It's a great support because this is kind of, as much as I love doing this, this is actually a source of income for me too. And so every support does help, and I appreciate that so much. You guys are wonderful. Appreciate your kindness and your time, especially being here and taking part in this. All right, let's see here. And we've got Click Torres. AI, part of the climate crisis. It's all intended to push prices higher to flush out the majority of us with internal combustion engines and into electric vehicles. Russia is playing its part in this transition. The war is a smokescreen, just as COVID was going to kill 20% of the world, yet the majority of us are still alive. Yeah, well, I tell you what, the part about Russia actually has funded advertising and propaganda about climate change. And why did they do that? Why did Russia do that? They did that so that they can suppress oil production to compete with them in the European market, even here in the domestic market. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, there you go. Yes, indeed. That's right, Matt Bittner. That's right. Exactly. It's a good way to take a break, too. That's true, Matt. You're right. Exactly. Thank you, guys. All right, let's march ahead. Keith Johnson says, fused in a starry explosion and blessed by God. There you go. Thank you, Keith. Laurie Kutcher says, prepping and homesteading videos are good information. They sure are. In fact, there was a guy, I'll never forget his channel name because he was one of the first silver stackers who was actually a dealer from Australia, sourcing out silver bars and stuff around for all the way across the world. And he stopped doing the silver stacking and did homesteading videos and then just stopped. It was kind of fun to watch him start doing it and clearing the ground and the like, and then he stopped. It was pretty interesting and fascinating. Richard Metcalf, thank you so much. He says, Sal, you provide such good brain food. Well, thank you, sir. I try. I get things wrong, and there's a lot I need to learn yet, but I appreciate that, Richard. And thank you for being an honorary citizen of the Salivate Metal channel for 4 months. That helps too. The channel memberships definitely appreciate your support in that way. Yes, indeed. Thank you so very much. All right. Very kind of you, Richard. One of many chimes in here as the dam is about to burst, he says. They can't hold back the gold and silver, the thing that is going to get caught up to par. Yep. I think sooner or later, something's going to break there, for sure. All right. Do you know the date the Fed is supposed to start quantitative tightening? Supposedly, they've already started it. And what quantitative tightening really essentially moves, what it amounts to is less printing of money. They're still printing money, but just pulling it back a bit. But there was some talk about maybe repatriating some of those dollars, but not nearly enough for the amount of currency supply. Because think about it, since 2020, we have printed, I think, 80% of the total amount of currency ever printed in the United States. The Federal Reserve note since 1913. Crazy to think about. Freedom Stacker, press 1, press 2. Oh, Jeff Reynolds had to end his membership. Hopefully it's temporary. A change in work hours has me reconfiguring spending. Understandable, my friend. No worries. I appreciate your support, and I know things come up. I have had several. In fact, I've had about 4 or 5 this month had to drop out. Some of them didn't give explanations, but I totally understand. Sometimes you can't make it happen, and I just appreciate your support, and I hope everything goes well at work for your work hours, and I can understand that for sure. Just you being here is more than I can ever ask. Anything else is a bonus, so very muchly appreciated. Rob B is not faithful to you. To you, SSL. Oh, man. Well, you don't have to be faithful to SSL, Rob B, as long as you're faithful to me. The only thing I ask in this channel, for the life of this channel, is complete and utter devotion by Rob B. Okay? That's the only thing. Undying, no matter what I say, he must agree with everything I say and how I say it. Rob B is that's a commandment of this channel, okay? No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. Good to see Tiki Man is here. Good to see you. KB 2003, we can reach triple-digit silver by the end of the summer. I tell you what, as wacky and crazy as this world is, I wouldn't rule anything out. I kind of doubt that's going to happen, but you know, it's the things that are being talked about this year, some of us thought would never happen in our lifetimes. It's crazy. Mississippi Sun, any thoughts on gold housing ratio? There are charts showing how many ounces are needed to the average U.S. A home over time. I've not seen charts like that, but I would be very curious to see what that would be. That would be a great analysis. If you have any information, definitely send it my way. I'd be very curious. All right. Got to integrate the Vax cough like butthead. Shut up, butt munch. I'm going to do a little Vax cough. Thomas Crown, good to see you. But he's here. Thomas Crown is here. He had some affairs to attend to, but is here now. All right. Yes, indeed. Let's get moving up here. We've got Real X4U. Let it rip. I've been waiting a long time. It's not a matter of if, but when. Until it happens, I just keep on stacking both gold and silver. They're like a second wife. They'll always have my attention. There you go. All right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I hear you. Oh, thank you, Mississippi Sun. Yeah, I'd be very curious. That'd be some good information to check out. All right. Now, Electropig Volkengruven says they say that if you ground up a ton of dead motherboards and other old useless electronic components, you'd have the same gold content as many low to mid-grade ore deposits found today. Makes sense to see this starting to happen. A lot cheaper than starting a new mine. That's true. You're right. Exactly right. Wow. Very true. Valencia 777 is here. All right, there you go. So JM Unleashed says that our charge for the gold to real estate ratio. Yes, that is fascinating to do. It doesn't surprise me they have something like that. Thank you, JM Unleashed. And when he takes his dogs out to run, he unleashes the speed because he's a fast runner and his dogs are too. Mike Kathman says, wait till some of the pencil pushers realize that when the price goes up, it would be cheaper to buy the mines themselves to guarantee a steady source with a known price. Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's why you're seeing some attention in the past couple of years in the mining sector. All right, have you fondled your big 10-ounce today? Oh, my goodness gracious. No, but I've got a copper 5-ounce round here that I like to fondle and sniff too, because copper has a distinct odor when it gets in contact with the oils from your skin. Yes, indeed. Copper has a distinct odor when you fondle it. Fast and Furious. That's right, JM Unleashed. Check out JM's channel if you know what I'm talking about. If you want to see what I'm talking about, he posts some great videos, by the way. Truck and Prepper says, I'm hedge, gold, silver, wheat, ETF, corn. ETF. All right. There you go, Truck and Prepper. Blue, 2 months for the PCGS submissions. Wow, that's crazy long time to wait, Blue. They must be really backed up over there. Evil Cowboy is chiming in here. Here's what he says. I'm ready for whatever comes. Just got to get my hands on some plain generic oatmeal right now. Be the tasty stuff, and I'll be used as a filler. There you go. Love oatmeal. Oatmeal's some good stuff. Silver Dog is here saying howdy, howdy. Good to see you. Brass does as well. Yes, that's right. And brass is comprised of brass is contrived of copper. And copper and tin, I think. Yes, distinct odor. That's right. Distinct with emphasis on stink. Some people think it stinks, Druid. That's right. Distinct odor. All right. Fallout 5 Nexus chimes in. I've been waiting since 2014 for silver to skyrocket. The dizzying heights of $30 an ounce so I could sell. But I'm still waiting, and these pumpers periodically come out when they want to offload last year's stock. Yes, tell you. Yep, it's crazy. I mean, you know, I think it should be $30 an ounce. I made predictions to that effect. But I always tell people not to take my predictions seriously because I don't know. I don't think nobody knows really where it's going to go. It's zinc. Okay, Johnny Bucks, it's zinc. Brass mixed with zinc. Copper and zinc equals brass. Thank you. What is the, it's 85% copper and 15% zinc. Is that the right? I'm not sure. Where is Blue's gold? Where did I hide me gold? I'm not sure. Here's Rob B back laughing at us here. Good to see Silver Bully. He's flexing his muscles there. Yes, indeed. Here's Blue. Says Salivation Nation holds the 6th largest gold reserve in the world. Join the Salivation Nation now. I want me gold. I want me gold and delicious gold, Uncle Sal. I know he's been kind of cryptic in his message there, but here's what I take from his comment. That Blue wants his delicious gold. That's kind of what I'm taking. Okay, Druid says, caution in regards to oatmeal. If you are blood type O, it is burned like crack in the free bread crack pipe. Hungry in 20 minutes. Oh my goodness gracious. Type O. And if you're type O negative, that's even worse, right? Oh my goodness. Like a free Biden. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I don't even want to say that word, the C word. I think I got demonetized for mentioning that with Hunter Biden before. So I don't want to say that. Hungry in 20 minutes, though. Not good. Matt Bittner. What do you think of the rate hikes will do to precious metals? I think they're going to make them rise, not in the short term. So let's say there's some talk that the next meeting, which I think may occur in May, that they will announce a half-point rate hike. That's a 50 basis points rate hike, which would be somewhat surprising. I think in the immediate term, we'll see a smackdown of gold and silver. I think we may see gold go down to maybe the high 1700s after a couple of days. Maybe 1770, 1775. And silver we may see drop to below, they could fall to $23 an ounce again. Although I do think that $25 is a relatively solid formation point at this point. But just because of the surprise of it, but that won't last long. It will not last long because I think the ramifications of it, the delicate balance that they're playing means that there's going to be other factors and things that are going to cause inflation to stay strong or maybe even increase that will pop the metals right back up again. Short term, bad for metals. Medium term, good for metals. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm not going to say the HCP. You know me, I'm not down with the HCP. I'm down with the OGP, Original Government Packaging, not the Hunter CP. Not down with it. All right, let's see here. Ron Pansick says, isn't it sad that silver and gold only rise with a war or depression? It is kind of sad, sure. Yep, I hear you. But you know what? In the end, we want gold and silver to work to preserve our wealth and provide that steady balance against things that occur, whether or not it be instability as a protection for a dramatic rise, but just to stay in line with inflation. Let's see. I think I spilled a little coffee. Ozzy Alchemist is here. Good to see you. That's right. Copper, brass, and lead stack it all. All right, there you go. All right, there you go. JM Unleashed has got to run. Literally. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you for popping in. Always appreciate JM Unleashed. Yes, indeed. And he is unleashed for sure. I love his channel name, by the way. JM Unleashed. He is the man. Check him out if you get a chance. Even if you don't get a chance, make a chance to check him out. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you all being here tonight. We're having fun. Thank you. We've got 80 watching, 50 thumbs up. We've done 5 push-ups so far. So life is good. Wealth preservation is indeed. That's right, Jonathan Silver. That's right. Pathetic Prepper chimes in here, says, on this one here, And this is a video related to the COMEX and what's the alarming stuff that's been happening there that has been mentioned there. Let's see what he says. Your typical, it may go up, it may go down video. Meanwhile, while others contemplate, I have added 11 ounces between 1780 to 2000, which will probably be the 1050 to 1270 the next decade. I say you either believe in gold and where we are headed, or you don't. May I recommend in bonds or Ponzi coin to the latter. I will be buying next week too. Shorts to slam it. I say buy sooner, smile sooner. I have only seen up for 7 years, but Sal has indeed seen down. I may stop stacking when either I see that or they give me a reason to. Looks like they printed another 1.5 trillion, war looming. 30 trillion on debt, 183. Yep, indeed, that's right. Just keep stacking, keep holding on. That's right. All right, that's true, Matt Bittner. You very well could be right about that. Crafting table is here. He likes silver. EMAP543 is here. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. All right. John Page says Russia, China, India, Saudi, et al. Now gold-backed currency. Well, we don't know for sure. I've not heard confirmation on any of those. Somebody has mentioned that Russia was, but they were going to send me an email, but I haven't seen it yet. I need to look around and research that a little bit more. All right. The blind silver stacker had a long day at work, brother. Just got home a little bit before 7 p.m. Friday. Afternoon business has been good. We sold a lot of snacks. We will take the proceeds and buy precious metals with it. Awesome, blind silver stacker. Good to see you. I missed you, but hey, we're on here tonight if you want to join us, if you're available. But hey, I understand if you can't make it. How much coffee you drink a day, Sal? I have 2 cups a day. 1 in the morning and 1 right now, although I did have a cup earlier today, but it's half and half caffeine. Half and half. Jennifer Musgroves is here. Jennifer, thank you for coming in here, or coming in, commenting on the channel. Always heard if it's too good to be true, then it's probably wrong, so I see silver soon to 100 an ounce, so which companies would buy it? None, because they would wait till the next day and buy it for $24 an ounce, so you will talk on this. Well, that's unlikely to happen. We're not going to see it go to $100, I don't think, anytime soon. It certainly is something to see the prices fluctuate, but not by that much. Yeah, it's just out of the cards to think that silver is just going to just go up to $100 an ounce and then within a day or two drop to $24. It's never happened before. Hello, Gold Maple. Good to see you. Johnny Buck is still here. Good to see you. CCT says that certainly would be something if they closed down the markets on gold and silver. Can you imagine the uproar that would cause? EF says, I don't care about all the negatives. My gold is worth loads more than when I bought it. It's counteracted inflation for me. You have to hold it tight. Indeed. Indeed. Hodl indeed. Aussie Alchemist says, add North Korea, Venezuela, Brazil is a world forcing out bad money for good money. Yes. Don't know. I tell you. Something is awry there. All those nations. We shall see. Will they be forced to go to a gold standard? Forcing bad money out for good money. Go Maple, it's a mystery, Sal. The tipping point is a mystery. Sure is. It's a mystery. White heart from Mark Medlin. Is he here? He's got a white heart. If this thing was backwards, it would be a black heart, but he is here. Nick Pickering says the COMEX is easy to understand. They use paper promises for gold. Well, in a nutshell, that's right. But I'm talking about the complexities of the of what's going on behind the scenes. Hey, there is Silver Wolverine. Good to see you, Silver Wolverine. Check out his newest video. He got the Sally Ride quarters, the coveted S-Mint rolls. Good stuff over there. He's making some pretty good numismatic plays with these coins. Good stuff over there at Silver Wolverine channel. Jeff Reynolds, I bought several rounds from Intaglio Mint, and I must say they are superb compared to other silver rounds in detail and art. They sure are. They're absolutely amazing, and I am very fortunate to have gotten my 2-ounce silver round made by and Talio Mint. Stay tuned. There's news coming on that very, very soon, by the way. It'll be available again soon. And so don't buy the Salivate Metal rounds on eBay. You're going to be paying too much. Do not buy there. More are coming. They are not sold out. I mean, well, they're sold out for now, but there's no shortage of Salivate Metal rounds. Let's put it to you that way. Although there was a little bit of shortage trying to get the silver to get them. And but that's another story that I may do a video on. All right. Dual trick to people who put gold in the bank and don't draw on it that allows reserve paper gold, and when they can make an ounce of gold into the hundreds in paper ounces, knowing that not everyone can claim it, but they technically own it. That's right, exactly. That's what it's about. There's a lot of different ways that kind of use smoke and mirrors to kind of, complicate those transactions with futures, options, margins, and craziness. Man. And to be able to deliver on those options and make it eligible, it's crazy. Ozzy Alchemist, world forces USA's hands. After all, Nixon said only temporary. Who revalues gold? The IMF. Yeah, I tell you what, I don't know. I don't know who revalues gold. I would say the open market does, because the IMF, whatever the trades are on the COMEX and the LBMA. But after it's done, it's really about revaluing currencies more than gold. Remember, gold maintains its value. It doesn't get revalued. It's the currencies that get revalued. For instance, since last year, our dollar has lost how much? About 8% by the official measure. 8%. Insane in the membrane, I would say. Gold and silver maintain their value, especially gold. Did you email? See, the email I sent you. You have to see the... Oh, yes, I did see that. I'm sorry. I didn't respond to that. $499. I did look at that site and I didn't respond. I'm sorry, Silver Wolverine. I did see the most expensive one, $499 for an MS-67 Maya Angelou. By the way, Silver Wolverine, I finally got a Maya Angelou quarter. And I finally got one. My local coin shop had them, and somebody there at the local coin shop gave me one. And I paid 75 cents a quarter for two others. Insane in the membrane. But hey, I had to get them. I just had to get those sons of biscuits. Andrew Cannon says, let's explore. That's right. That's how we do it here. We like to explore is what we do. Booker says, after the price is correct, we'll look back on these times as good times. Stacking gold will be a rich man's game. Yes, indeed. Well, tell you what, after reaching record highs, people still think that we will get higher prices still yet on gold. It very well could be. Missed this live, jank, unfortunately. Well, Kenneth, we are here tonight. So come on back for the jank tonight. I'm not sure if that's an insult or not, but anyways. In one of your older videos, there was a silver melted down into a bar. Was that you or someone else doing the melting? Well, there's a series of those videos that I've done where I and others melt down down those bars. I've shown it in several videos. My very first poured silver. And Matt Bittner, if you look at, there's a teaser video called Self-Poured Billionaire, and it shows what it looks like there. And then the follow-up video to that, which I don't know what it's called, is melting down some silver. So, yes, indeed. So I and a couple of others have melted down silver just for fun. Never sold any of it, just kind of had fun doing the melting. It's fun to do. It is fun to melt down silver and pour it into bars. Fun times. Busy GIF says here on this video about the food shortages here. Gold Chick is here. Good to see Gold Chick. We got some comments coming up from her here soon. Good to see the lovely Gold Chick Vibafel. Hope you're doing well. So anyways, Biffy's is not posting here. Russia and Ukraine has nothing to do with fuel or food prices. The pandemic lie and forced economic shutdown of industry is what killed production. That's really true. You're right. Still haven't recovered from it. It's going to take a while. That is really the bottom line, is what's responsible to it. And we're blaming Russia on it. Let's see here. Did they use acetylene torch or something else? It was a MAP, something called MAP gas torch. Matt Bittner. Kenneth Ledford says, my dog is old and it's really sad. She has lymphoma. I rescued her from Detroit from a house that was trying to sell them to fight. Wow. Well, Kenneth, I tell you what, God bless you for what you've done, and I pray for your dog. I'm so sorry. You've saved her, and she is hurting now. I'm so sorry to hear. Okay. Jedi Mind Trick. Sal, all that throat clearing. You share a pizza with Potato Joe today. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I know there's some clearing in there. Sorry. Honestly, guys, I think I've got something. Either it's allergies or it's left over from the COVID I had. It could be a combination of both. It's minor. It's just an annoyance. Yes, indeed. All right, and a damn greasy bum. Smash the like button, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that. Those thumbs up do help, so I appreciate that very much. Alan 30189, good to see you. Been a long time. I hope you're doing well, sir. Yes, indeed. Michael Rodriguez says, my LCS just told me premiums just went up from $3.75 to $5 for silver an ounce. Yes, they are climbing. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. All right, here's a long one here. We're going to go ahead and check this out. Let me get situated so I can get everything up so we can read this. Short order here. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, Gold Chick is home from the hospital. Yay. All right, eat more garlic. It'll clear your breathing. And I won't be kissed as much either. Thank you, Mark. Well, I'll have to check that out. All right, eat more garlic. All right, let's see here. So, Ken B62's opinion, I do not see silver and gold spot ever rising to levels I see forecasted online in the near future. My opinion, COMEX and LME and banks like JP Morgan and agencies like BlackRock control spot for these metals. They're allowing silver and gold to rise for some of the crisis and increased demand, then make their shorts on both. Then they hammer down the spot price, cash in the shorts, and make a ton of money. Unlike the GameStop and Reddit users, we will never be able to buy enough silver and gold to ruin the scheme, since these big boys control the market, not supply and demand. Basel III liquidity coverage ratio and net stable funding ratio hit UK last summer in the US in January of this year, making it more difficult for these groups to sell ETFs without physical silver or gold or back them. So I'm thinking they're using profits from their short positions to buy up physical silver and gold at a lower spot price they set so they can meet these requirements without ever spending a dime of their own funds. That's why we see so many out of stocks for online bullion dealers, since the spot price doesn't rocket upwards. Interesting point. Very well could be some of that going on. These prices, these global conditions, you'd think the market would be flooded with metal. While this is bad news for those with dreams of striking a rich in the near future, it's good news for those stacking, buying what silver and gold are still available. The collapse of the dollar may be the trigger that the big boys can no longer safely control and farm these metals like they want to make money with them during the economic collapse. Saudi Arabia accepts the yuan for oil. The petrodollar is over. That will greatly impact our dollar. If the global market ends Bretton Woods and the U.S. dollar stops being global trade currently, then billions of U.S. dollars overseas are coming home. Yes, indeed. All right. Yes, digital dollar will be a nightmare. I am begging my state reps to stop ESG here, but I doubt I will ever get more than an email from them thanking me for my input. Yes, good post. I can definitely see some of that. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Alan. Yes, appreciate it. Yeah, it was a fairly minor case, but I appreciate that. Electrum, good to see you, and good to see Shan is here. I thought that was the case too, Valencia. I thought it got delayed a year, the Basel III requirements for the UK. Rob Davis, check out Tears for Fears' new album, The Tipping Point. Yes, indeed, that's right. Rob Davis, actually, I have, and that may have been part of the subliminal title that you saw there, because I have checked out the album, and it's really good, really good. All right, Patrick Leonard says, this is the consequence of globalism. When grapes are exported from Chile, fruit from Morocco, meat from Australia, which tastes horrible, then local farming is frowned upon. Even Monsanto has a monopoly on food, dangerous. Yep, that's right. Good point. Richard Branch, what are your thoughts on Russia pegged to gold and Russia accepting gold for Bitcoin for payment to buy oil and natural gas. I actually did a video talking about most of that. How Russia may be forced to a gold standard. Check it out. Yes, indeed. All right, Heather. Yes, we're here. It's bingo night. I'm gonna on for a little bit. I just thought I'd pop on here a little bit because you weren't here yesterday, so I thought, well, you know what? Let's go live now. Maybe Heather will show up. All right, we won't be on too much longer. I don't want to overlap. I think it officially starts at 8, so I think I'm good. All right. Larry says 30-ounce freezer meat and butter. So we've got a recipe here and silver, all that stuff. He's got Larry Roth. Good job. JNS says an important but unreported piece of news he's sharing here. Let's see what it is. America Channel 1 is here. Good to see America Channel 1. Welcome. Glad you're here. JNS says an important but unreported bit of news. Russia's central bank will buy gold at 5,000 rubles per gram, which is less than the current spot price in dollars. This is stated as a temporary move through June 30th, likely to offset the West sanctions against gold and their gold producers. Yeah, and I actually talked about it in a video, JNS. And I know some of the videos, the algorithm doesn't get to subscribers, like today's videos. Got crap views because of that. Yes, I missed you, Heather. Yes, indeed. Sure did. Very good. Okay. Richard Metcalf says, interesting perspective, but like you said, he has a horse in this race. Yes, indeed. A horse in this race. Very, very good. All right. And thank you, Silver King. Appreciate it. Watch the live stream. He's been watching a lot of the older videos. David Bagley, Trump played his part. Yeah, well, for the stuff with the shutdowns and everything like that, he did at the very beginning. But he was for opening them up as soon as possible. All right. David Bagley, when digital currency starts, gold and silver will be useless. Wrong. Big time wrong on that. Hugely wrong on that. When digital currency starts, gold and silver will be much more relevant and prevalent. Yes, gold and silver will definitely not be useless. I don't know where you're getting that, David Bagley, but that's completely wrong. Absolutely 100% wrong. Kevin Bound, USA Exchange will not stop trading. Will not happen. Okay. I don't know what the USA Exchange is, but anyways. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Quick story. I have a 2020 W 1 ounce gold eagle less than 7,000 minted. So APMEX was kind enough to offer me $10 over spot. Wow. America Channel 1. They must have not understood what you had. Because you have the uncirculated. See, even in your what you told me here, you didn't say it was the uncirculated collector bullion edition. Now, obviously, the W implies that. But what I would do is I would contact APMEX to tell them that this is that. Well, in fact, actually, I would tell them even if it was a regular gold eagle, they should give you more than $10 over spot for it. Good grief! But that coin has got some low mintage, and they should know that. But yeah, I would recontact that back again and say, do you understand what I've got? Did you call them on the telephone, America Channel 1? My guess is they didn't know what you had. They couldn't have known what you had. That's true. Gold Chick Vibafel. Krugerrand's definitely a good buy and easy to sell. Very small spread. That's right. Yes, Mark Medlin. Sunshine Mint still do the planchets. They sure do. Silver Steeler chimes in here. Says, you said it, Sal. If the squeeze can happen to nickel, and most certainly can do to silver and gold, did the banks ever buy? Are the stackers helping draw down inventory? Next few months will be interesting. It sure will. Sure will. Yes, gift cards might be a private way to spend money when the CDBC is rolled out. I kind of doubt it, though, because more than likely, if you do get a gift card, and you obviously use your digital currency to buy it, and that gift card you can buy whatever in Walmart, let's say, with all of their stuff that they have, including ammunition, right? If you buy ammunition with it, they will tie that card number to the person who bought that that gift card. So in other words, let's say you have this long number that is the gift card number. They tie it to the currency used that's tied to you. See what I'm saying? They may be a requirement that does that. I don't know, but that would be a good point. It would be nice, but there's a way they could track it though. Liberty and Trust, good to see you. No problem. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that, Liberty and Trust. I try my best, and comments like yours really encourage and inspire me. Thank you so much. Oil and gas not going down anytime soon. That's true. Walmart quit selling ammo? I'll have to check my Walmart recently to see if they quit selling. It's crazy. Because last time I checked, they still had it. Let's see here. The introverted Californian. Well, every other commodity has skyrocketed except silver, so it just shows the desperation of the manipulation and the markets. Yes, a lot of people feel that way. With fuel and labor prices going up, and the price of silver has to go up. Yep. Seems like it should. Yeah, I thought it was, had they had ammo. I thought for sure they still had ammo. Let's see here. All right. Metaphorical Mask says here, give the man a medal for his tireless efforts and dedication to the cause. Even better, several medals of every precious metal. Oh, there you go. In celebration of his Salivation Nation. I hope you get time to sleep too, mate. Thank you, my friend. Yes, indeed. I know I put out a lot of content, but there's a lot of stuff happening, and you know, I do enjoy the interaction with you guys, and yes, indeed. So thank you very, very much. Trading whiskey, I think it'll be almost as good as silver. Probably so. Gas at $3.75 a gallon. Wow. So it has gone down for Matt. That's amazing. Who would have thought that $3.75 would be considered a bargain these days? William Ruth says, to your point, if you were Russian and you wanted to buy an ounce of silver in February, you would spend approximately 1,200 rubles for it. Now the ruble is not even worth a cent, so an ounce of silver there would be quite lucrative for barter while others trade whatever they can find. Just a recent example of how precious metal store of value is an insurance policy of sorts, as you have stated here many times. That's true. Good point, William Ruth. And the same thing can be said for what's been happening in Venezuela. Very good point. Yes, indeed. $7 in Los Angeles for gas. Wow. All right. I don't know where Matt is, but yes, indeed. The local axe throwing school may go out of business for a gold chick. Oh, that sucks. Man. Beto D chimes in here. Says it's Biden who is doing this to us. Yep. I agree. While he's putting sanctions on people, I'll keep getting worse for us instead of them. They don't want used gas because they want us on electric cars later on. That's true. Yep, you're right. You're right. All right, very good. Stacking homie is up. Let's go, Brandon. That's right, Bladed Cobra. Good to see you. Husband bought ammo at gun show for a good price. There you go. That's probably the best place to buy it, at the gun shows. Very true. Very, very true. Pistol Packing Pilot is here. There he is. He says, everything is going according to plan. We will own nothing and be happy. We will need to be thankful for our breadcrumbs that our country lets us eat, or we can position ourselves well before SHTF so we're not relying on Big Brother. I choose to bend Big Brother over and give him the middle finger. Exactly right. As for gold and silver prices, I stand by my prediction video I released in January. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Pistol Pack and Pilot. Triple P, you're the man. 389 in North New Jersey. Wow. There you go. All right. 73 watching, 73 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Liberty and Trust with the second super chat of the night. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. He says, they do not love their love. Sal absolutely shows it, my brother. Push-up time. We do them together, sir. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Liberty and Trust. Appreciate that, brother. Every little bit helps. 5 push-ups right now. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. All right. Yes, sir. 5 push-ups. We did it. We made it happen. All right. Thank you, Liberty and Trust. And we've got Crypto Guru, and I won't be able to respond to this comment, but anyways. I don't know why that does that. Silver Streak, who we've not seen in a while. Good to see Silver Streak chiming in here. I heard where China, hold on a second here, let me get this happening here, had been stockpiling of wheat and grain prior to COVID, so assumed they knew ahead of time what was coming. It just seems like a lot of planning on the part of the governments around the world to get the wheels rolling for their agenda and depopulate through disease, food shortages, etc., while instilling fear, hate, instability. They can control you easier, comply or die. I say phooey to the government. Try to care for one another instead of turning on each other. The breakdown of society will bring disaster. True that. We must stick together. All right, very good. And let's see here. All right. Very good. Yep. I trust people more than I do government. Much more than I do the government. Especially the dealings with the IRS. It's been insane. Talk about incompetence. Let's see here. Okay. Laughing Lion says, buy wheat berries. The funny part is that I learned how to make my own bread 5 years ago and have made it since. I'll trade you a loaf of bread for 1 silver eagle. Wow. That's an expensive loaf of bread, I gotta tell you. All right, very good. Dolomite says, Dolomite, maybe that's what it is, 90% are overweight. Obese and food shortages will actually benefit the average American if they eat less due to food shortages. Yeah, I guess that's true. All right. John Bethia has loaded up on guns and ammo several years ago. Good job, John. Yes, indeed. All right, thank you so much. Heather, have a good night. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. You guys check out Who's Your Stacker later on for the bingo night. I may pop in a little bit there too. Yes, indeed. All right. All right. Where are we at? Michael Rodriguez says, Revelation 6:6 is rapidly approaching before our eyes. It's crazy how some of these things are kind of fulfilling prophecies. Jason King says, I love your sense of humor, Sal. These phone calls are brilliant. I get in so much trouble living life doing the same thing. You gotta love messing with those scammers. Yes, indeed. Gotta love it. Michael Rodriguez, the average American has enough food stored around their waist to last a couple of weeks. True that. All right. Francisco Javier Garcia Sanchez Palencia says, Las dos son muy buenos piezas. He likes the something of Aguila, a health of my Malagia. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Comparing the 1 ounce silver eagle to type 2. Vega Paul, always support the narrative for gold going up. Yes, indeed. I think that's a pretty safe bet that gold's probably going to continue to rise to some point. Awesome video. Thank you, Silver King. Appreciate that, my friend. He's been watching the old videos, well over 3/4 of the way done, watching all my videos since November of 2021. Silver Honda's chiming in on this video, says the following. I cannot see in the future that silver and gold to skyrocket since 2020. Everything that this great country has been through with the past 2 years relating to COVID virus and past month with the war in Ukraine. How worse can it get before precious metals skyrocket? Yes. Makes you wonder. There's a lot of pressure there. It should lead to them to go up. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the new Tears for Fear album is great. The video, Jeff Reynolds, to the one about the man, whatever the man one, where they're walking on the stairs, looks like an MC Escher thing. That song is really cool. There's a couple of other tunes I've checked out. Thank you, John Bethia. Thanks again for your info shows. If everyone will watch, they will learn a lot. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. I am trying to grow the channel, so I appreciate if you want to share with your friends and family and pets and enemies, foreign and domestic, and friends, foreign and domestic. Yes, indeed. All right. Yeah, the new Tears for Fears. Good stuff. All right, let's see here. I can't get this one either. I don't know why. When it does that, it won't let me respond. But these are just thumbs up, and I appreciate it. So he goes and watches all the old videos, 20 for 20 set, silver coin set, and all of this stuff. Yes, indeed. Bonic Fishy Fish dimes are where it's at. That's right. There you go. Get on your dimes, baby. Yes, indeed. D.A. Hank says, gold and silver is so high because Biden forgot where he hid the key to Fort Knox. That's right. Exactly right. Exactly right. Good to see Gas Grill is here. Welcome. Eagle Flyer says, I know there's a war going on, but I think it's a way for governments to get the money back from the stimulus checks. We have enough oil in for reserves to last 100 years, really. Now, wheat, different story. Yes. Well, even here in the United States, we could grow more wheat, right? Good to see Daddy Silverbucks. Yes, indeed. Welcome, my friend. And America Channel 1 is back. Good to see you, sir. E. Lee Schaefer says, I prefer to make my own bread. It's healthier with no additives. Way to go. Yes, indeed. If you can make your own bread, by all means, do it. All right. Crystal Kim says, Peter Schiff, he has his nutty moments, but I love his podcast. I listen to nearly every one. I'm totally with him on the thoughts on the Fed. Yes. Thank you, Crystal Kim. True that. I've not heard much of Peter Schiff, but anyways. Lucas Hood says, food shortages, trading oil and yuan, major global inflation, CBDC currency. If I didn't know better, I would think a new world currency and universal income was coming. I know. We're definitely headed there for sure. Yes, indeed, Silver King, we are here live on a Saturday night. And some of these comments we can't respond to because of spinning glass there. Or I can't post my thing. You can respond to them, but they're not going to know I did. Let's see here. And Gold Maple. It's actually a disgrace. How can there be food shortages in America? I thought it was the richest country. Why is there such inequality? Why do you have people like Jeff Bezos making $3 trillion, not paying 1 cent in federal taxes, living in palatial mansions on one side, and people living in dumps? I thought all men are created equal, endowed by the Creator with certain animal rights and right to liberty and pursuit of happiness. Well, go Maple. I'm with you on the taxes. I think that Amazon and Jeff Bezos should pay taxes, pay their fair share, so to speak. That's the language. But that's just it. Their fair share should be the same rate everybody else pays. That's a problem with the tax code. That's a different separation. But there's reasons why people make different amounts of money. And it's not because of any government or because of anybody. It's just the human nature. There's some people that excel, and there's other people that don't excel. Jeff Bezos is obviously very driven. And so he works hard for the money he makes. I don't fault him at all for being rich. Not one iota. And other people, and obviously there's a nuance to it as well too, but yeah. Anyways. Yeah, let's see here. Eat Rice says AFZA. There you go, eat some rice. CCT, quick hide, everybody can't stop him having a catch up with Igor and may or may not be sharing a beer with him. All right, well, enjoy. Good to see you, CCT. All right. That's right. That's right. America Channel 1. That's capitalism. That's right. And let's see here. And we go up here. We've got Silver High says, because Joey Biden has a way with Bologna. Yes, indeed. Bologna. Baloney. Doctor Who is here. Good to see Doctor Who. Welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Grow Mechanic says, a joke. What is the COMEX? It's a joke, he says. This is my video from this morning. It's not a lot of people saw. The algorithm has not been kind to me today at all. Indeed. White Heart from Mark Medlin. Appreciate it. Fraud or Prison Purse Training Facility. Yes, there you go, Rob B. And people think so. It's crazy. All right. Thank you so much, Terry Markham. Appreciate that. It says, good show, Salivate. Good commentary. Thank you so much. All right. And we've got Silver Honda says, last on this great video, but I'm definitely not first. I beat Rocky Superstar. Way to go. You did it. You did it. Yeah, Freedom Stacker says here, if you want to be Jeff Bezos in 2021, you would have to suffer through all the years of him being a dork and being worth nothing if you're still interested in cheers. Yep. Yeah, a lot of the rich people, and here's the thing is that most of these rich folks, it takes a lot of time, effort, and dedication to keep the money you have. Once you get all that money that you earn, you've got to work to keep it up, to keep it growing, to work against inflation and the like. So anyways, Nibbly tiptoes around the definition of socialism. Yes, indeed. I'm here. Now the party can start, says Lion's Den. All right. Rocky Superstar says number 5. Good to see. Spectacular is here. Welcome. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Spectacular. The one and the only is with us tonight. Okay, let's march on through here. Vibrate like a cat, says Vishnave Maraharja. Gotta work to keep it growing. That's what she said. That's right, exactly. That's right. Skate Army is here. Good to see you. Saturday Night Live on for a little while longer here. Judas Finkelstein says the COMEX is like a meat raffle in a bar, except there's no meat to win. That's right, no meat to win. Gene Creamer says, I play your videos as I walk my infant around the room trying to get her to nap. Okay, she falls asleep within minutes. Not that your videos are boring at the least. It's just something about your voice. Anyway, another good one. Well, thank you, Gene. Wow. I'm able to put babies to sleep with this voice. Who would have thought? Silver Hair Stacker is here. Good to see you. Check out his latest video, a very thought-provoking video on silver, and his latest gold videos. Check him out. And also check out Spectacular, too. Yes, indeed. For those who don't know, Spectacular and I do a series, only collaboration I do regular basis with Spectacular on the called Metals Experience, the Metals Experience. Yes, indeed. All right, and let's see here. Rocket Superstar COMEX, a metals manipulation paradise. A lot of people feel that way. Yes, indeed. And John Bethia says, what would happen to us if we sold something that we don't have, or sell a car to 1,000 people? Yeah, exactly. Good point, John Bethia. Good point. Yes, indeed. Coin Collecting Fun. Smash the like button, my friend. Thank you for so much for sharing. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Appreciate that. And we've got Royalty Inc. says, the entire market is a ball of crap with a foil wrap to look shiny. The more you look and realize how fragile it is, the more physical silver I buy. Thanks for the info. Thank you, my friend. And it seems purposely complicated. It sure does, Louis Silver. You're exactly right. It does seem purposely calculated. Alan. No, Barbara is, she just stopped watching completely. And I think I know why, and it's a shame. But Barbara doesn't come around here anymore. She's does not like me anymore. Terry still comes around. We don't see her quite as much, but she'll still pop in. But Barbara is no fan of mine anymore, unfortunately. And let's see here. Good to see you, though, Alan. I'm glad you're here. Judas Finkelstein has got a long comment here. Let's see if we can read this. The paper to demand delivery cannot be assigned to third parties. Think about that in terms of cost. If I want to buy an assignment for a long position and exercise delivery, I have to fund the option, pay the delivery fees, and figure out a way to secure my investment. The only real way to do that would be to get a UCC1 against a long investor or some other legal mechanism. CME knows that third parties would do that all day and get registered metal they use to pimp shorts all day and get caught up very quickly. I could easily get investors to do that in 1,000 ounces of gold contract in this environment as long as fees are 5%. I'd like to start a fund where provide liquidity and real logistics to skirt the CME's intent of restricting assignments by calling them sales of the investor's good delivery off the COMEX. This would expedite the squeeze. I'd hedge by shorting the stocks of the heavy shorts by adding JPM and other the miners to hedge risk with the short positions. The COMEX is designed for one purpose: suppress physical demand by making paper seem easier, providing much more upside potential. I agree with that. And we know it's proven itself with the derivatives market. The retail buyer and miners get screwed. The above might be a better way to accomplish like the Reddit squeeze game plan is immediately makes shorting more risky. Yes. Thank you. Good comment. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Alan. It was really a stupid, petty thing that was said, unfortunately, by somebody else that I got blamed for after. But anyways, it's kind of a long story, Alan, but it's really petty and it's ridiculous. And it was her, and there's two others as well. But you know, I can't dwell on it, and I can't, you know, I can only do so much. You can't please everybody. And so there's that. Anyways. B.R. Williams, or is it the Crimex? I know, yes, a lot of people feel that way. Gold Chick says, yes, Sal, you said it, so the entire world is depending on you. On me? Even if they don't know it yet, you are the responsible one. Even Kitty Nancy is depending on you for the throne of gold. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, boy, Gold Chick, that's quite a bit of responsibility. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I doubt she's watching. Sign Up says, I know that the answer to this question is the COMEX is a fraud. There are a lot of mirrors there, if you know what I mean. Yes, indeed. All right. A lot of people think smoke, too. Probably a lot of smoke as well. Silver High says, the more I read or hear about the COMEX, the less I understand it. I know, it's crazy. It is a labyrinth. And it is crazy. Exactly right. Same here. Bob says, who's the man behind the curtain? Yes, who is the man behind the curtain? Good question. Good question. All right. Dr. Prepper, excellent report, Sal. Thanks for sharing your knowledge and expertise. Well, at the end of the video, you'll see that I pretty much have no clue what's going on at the COMEX. But thank you, my friend. All right, RG says, personally, I like purchasing physical silver, investing in paper and gold and silver markets. Paper, gold, and silver markets are investments, which I regularly invest and sell them for less than 3 years, while physical is invested for the long term. Yes, indeed, that's right. I need to bring the energy up a few notches tonight. Yes, bring it up. I'm low energy tonight. I'm low energy Jeb, right? Well, I could get push-ups going to get the blood flowing, but I've done a couple, but we've been low on the push-ups lately. HVAC says, Sal, you made my brain bleed with this video. I know, it's too much crap. Crazy stuff happening here. All right. And John Yanuik says, good question. What is the COMEX? A question buried in the riddle, wrapped up in an enigma. Indeed it is. All right. Truth lives. All right, a lot of stuff here. Let's see if we can get to this. If gold and silver are going to rise in price, probably due to inflation, I'm going to go into a political rant here, so stop if you do not want to listen to what I have to say. My belief is that the Democrats want higher inflation for U.S. citizens. They want us to convert our green electric vehicles and believe that the U.S. citizens are spoiled compared to the rest of the world. When you see these lefties hate President Trump comedians saying stuff like, this would not have happened under Trump. Trevor Noah, you know that it's a terrible political situation in the United States. Since being elected, President Biden has governed as a progressive Democrat. I'm not sure he is even governing as a progressive Democrat caucus in the House. It's more like Vice President Harris and the squad. The global food shortage will not have happened if President Trump were still in office. That's true. I agree. He goes on more here. There's a lot here, but I do pretty much agree with what he's saying here. Yes, indeed. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's see here. All right. Gold Chick says in this comment here, let's paste this down here and make this happen. First, not if you do not understand the labyrinth of legislative intent backing up our rules and laws. Without going into detail, I had the enlightening opportunity to be invited to sit on a post-law grad class taught by and about new Treasury regulations, written by IRS technical writers, already lawyers by the Internal Revenue Code. Regs have the force of law just below the unintelligible code, right? About 3/4 of the way in, a guy in the front row stood up and bluntly proclaimed, that's not what I meant when I wrote that. Yep, good point. That's exactly right. Like, that's Jim Sensenbrenner from Florida about the Patriot Act. So when you have the author of the tax law or COMEX law and a person who has spent their entire life on this tiny area, pension tax law, who don't get it, keep this in mind. If you read the pamphlets the IRS puts out each year, you will fill out your return perfectly with those directions, but the IRS and DOJ says the code always. Otherwise, guess who wins? Not you. That's a good point. Very true. Very true. All right, let's see here. Crimex says JTBSK2. Yep, that's a lot of people feel. T, the Silver Stacker says, thanks for the education, Sal. Another very helpful video. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you very much. JM Unleashed says, it sure seems like food prices are going to keep increasing indefinitely. Sure does seem that way. And they will. They always do. They have been since 1913. They're just accelerated at this point. Anyone who hasn't been prepping non-perishables should be getting right on it. As last night's live stream, someone mentioned, don't forget to stock up for your pets. That's right. Would also add stock up for your loved ones, too, if you know they are not. Good point. Good point. All right, let's move to the next comment here, shall we? We have got... Oh, boy. Another one. All right, very good. We're going to skip the silver gold ratio and earth crust around 20-to-1 ratio. It's actually about 8-to-1. To get some facts here, let's see here. 61 is more of a historic average of the past 20 years. I would be saying like silver based off recent historical averages should be more like $32 an ounce right now. And that would be more realistic of what it should be. Indeed, thank you, Truth Lives. All right. James Unleashed, according to the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Jesus fed 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. It seems impossible, and it is considered to be a miracle. It doesn't seem clear, but I wonder if it was served as a soup or chowder, as I know a small amount of food can be easily stretched out by turning it into a soup chowder. Just some food for thought. Actually, no. And the one thing about the miracles that Jesus did, there's no way to rationalize them by human understanding. Because even if you had food from these 5 loaves of bread, there's not enough of that soup to go around to feed 5,000 people. Not nearly enough. Yes, indeed. All right. let's see here. Let's march on up here, shall we? 4457. Is that what they call a good delivery bar? The one on the screen here is definitely. Both of them are. Nick's Coin says this sounds like a Ponzi scheme in my opinion. Sounds like this just inflates how much physical gold and silver and other PMs really is. Yes. The very notion of a derivatives market pretty much means it's kind of suppressed just by the whatchamacallit, by the whole system. And that's why all commodities basically have derivative markets. It's crazy. Gunmetal Blue 77 says, historically speaking, dollars are not dollars anymore. My favorite dollars are the Morgan dollar and the Liberty Head Double Eagle, which is a $20 coin. God's constitutional money. Let the system and the masses have their dollars and we'll have ours. Yes, indeed. Beirut Monday, our bloody big fish sale whale even. Yes, but were they in Mesopotamia or, in Israel at the time? In the Mediterranean Sea? My guess is probably not. I'd probably have to look at the original Greek. Make no mistake, what Jesus did was a pure miracle. No other way to describe it. Michael Ogle says you are equally comparing ramping up production of a vital resource like food with a planet-killing resource like oil and gas. Well, how is oil and gas a planet-killing resource? Riddle me that. I'd love to know. We are ruined by our planet by the amount of gas and oil we need to remain where we are. Instead of ramping up gas and oil, we need to figure out what resources we can do to replace them that will slow the amount of CO2 we release per year. This guy has obviously been brainwashed by the enviro-nuts out there. You can't be that old that you are set in your ways to see no other alternatives for continuing the destruction of Earth at the same, if not ramped up pace. Show the pace, and in 100 years, everyone will lose the race. Well, according to AOC and Democrats in the Senate, they feel that it's 12 years, and then they moved it to 20 years. So they're, so for you to say 100 years, well, at least a little bit more. That's a little better. But anyways, but oil and gas. Here's a news flash for you. They are from the earth. They are not pollutants. They are from the earth. They come from the ground. It is natural. They are natural. And now, obviously, they can create pollution, the emissions from them, and that's not good. But there's less emissions nowadays because of sensible regulations and the like. But we're not going to be died just because we have oil and gas. And I'm not against alternative energy, by the way. I have solar panels on my roof, for goodness sakes. And I'm fine with clean energy as long as it's viable clean energy. Electric vehicles are not viable clean energy. Every time you plug that electric vehicle into the socket, you are burning oil or coal, dirty coal. It's crazy. So, anyways. Frank Chase, I was able to find some information for the ratio of paper gold versus the annual production for 2011. I guess my question is, how much paper gold is there compared to annual gold production? Also, how much paper gold is it compared to above ground gold? Interesting video. Yes, indeed. Well, we may cover that in the next video I do about the, silver to paper ratio that I've done before. Justin Sartain, thank you, my friend. $10 super chat. 10 push-ups coming your way. Jesus' miracles are just that he raised the dead, healed the lame, and died on the cross so we can go to heaven. That's exactly right. That's why when he did a miracle, it really was a miracle. There's no physical way to explain how they happened. They just were. And by the way, him raising from the dead, when it was confirmed that he died, there was 500 witnesses to it, and they knew he was dead when the centurion poked him with the spear, and out came blood and water. That proves he was dead. No pulse, nothing. Exactly right. Here's 10 push-ups for Justin Sartain. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, my friend. You are right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We got it. 10, 10. Rennie 10, 10. Appreciate you, brother. Let's march on through. Silver Wolverine, I picked up $350 face of Pia Maya Angelou from the bank. Whoa. Amazing. And I had to pay 75 cents a piece for mine. My bank doesn't have them. Amazing. Wow. Good job. Man. I've got a total of 3 of those quarters. Oh, my goodness. Right, Jesus is definitely still alive. Silver King, you're right, you're right. Good to see Tomcat. Good to see William Ellis. Appreciate you guys being here. We are 4 thumbs up shy of 100. Can we get there to 100 tonight? Maybe. I have high hopes. Distant Aggressor. Also, I do not have yet a warrant. Yes, indeed. This is DA. Good to see you. Wine Country Stackin' is chiming in here. Good to see you. Says the following. I did something interesting and should probably make a video. I sold a big piece of equipment and I'm planning on building a house, but probably not for 3 years. And with all that's going on with the economy, that would do you with over 200K. Wow. What would you do with over 200K? I bought my first silver bar in 1974 and my first gold eagle in 1987. I've never seen premiums this high in my life. So I had an idea. I looked into COMEX bars, and yes, I was actually able to buy 3 silver COMEX bars at about $1 over spot. With the story of that and some of the gold from my LCS, one of the COMEX bars was even a Johnson Mathey bar. But I wouldn't recommend doing it if you don't already have a buyer lined up. Also true. Amazing, Wine Country. I would love to hear your story. If you can email me, if you see this response, I'd love to do an interview with you to talk about that. Okay, my local coin shop is paying $14 per roll. Wow. That's amazing. So Silver Wolverine, yeah, you're going to do good with those. That's pretty amazing. Silver King, we are at 102, 104 now. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the thumbs up. And Valencia, thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. All right. Shane Cummings says, 1 minute in. Oh, you're a BS artist. Okay, you're a BS artist last week. Laughing with you, Sal. Okay, all right. I'm trying to think what that means, but okay, I must have missed something on that one, but thank you, sir. All right. So what do you feel the price of silver should be without these fool spats trading all the time and these proclaimed psychic in the stock market? We're talking over 10 over spot, right? Well, would you take it all the way back to 15? Would you take it all? Well, no, I mean, I don't think it's going to go to 15 at all. I think it's, and if anybody's guessing what it would be if we just traded in the physical, then that would be what the general market would pay for it. We already see that separation between the physical and paper markets, and we're seeing it right now. And Johnny Buck, knuckle push-ups on the concrete. Oh, my goodness gracious. That would probably be $20 a push-up if I did that. And I have to leave the room in order to make that happen. You really would have to take my word for it. I could show you my red knuckles after I do that, but, you know, that's about it. Great thinking, a conversation video, thumbs up. Thank you, Peach, Dylan, Thack. I appreciate that. We have an algorithmic greeting from my kitten as a black belt, which I appreciate. Coins A to Z says diversified, and he's not stopped buying platinum and silver and gold. So platinum, silver, and gold, platinum to the moon. Jason Warner says Peter Schiff sold his company. He is still the spokesman, though. Oh, interesting. Okay. I did not know that. Did not know that. Silver Husky is here. Good to see Silver Husky. Welcome. Been a little while. Hope you're doing well. Olaf the Mighty is here. How's gold going to do tomorrow? It'll be very interesting to see what gold does tomorrow. I think it's going to probably go up a little bit. Joe Nickel says, I bought a shotgun with 10 ounces of silver and sold a motorcycle for 1 ounce of gold plus 25 ounces of silver. It's only a matter of time when the dollar will not be accepted. It will be used as to wipe your butt or a fire starter. Yeah, we'll see. Tyler Roberts, first. Yes, you were first on this video. One of the few that watched it, by the way. Some news about a lady arrested that could lead to the missing silver coins. Tyler Roberts, yes indeed. Rocky Superstar number 2, and he also says, the Silver Eagles are under Terry 79's bed. They sure are. Yes, they are. Algorithm Food from Martin Olson. Good to see Martin. Richard Metcalf, very interesting report. I would love to see unallocated sales made completely illegal. It would be a great gift to stackers. It sure would be. It sure would be. Yes, indeed. Back up by the physical. Pete still attacks. I wish that fell on my lap. I feel for the owners of the PM. Thumbs up. Thank you, brother. Richard says, it's going to be interesting to see where the silver turns up. This is better than a mystery movie. It sure is. It's been a fascinating story to follow. RV Magnum. It's funny how they prosecute money crimes and let murderers go nowadays. Yeah. Or we have a Supreme Court nominee who gives very low sentences for child porn cases. James Smith watched. I appreciate that, James. Very much. JM Unleashed. Complex indeed. You did a great job deciphering the vast majority of the info. A plethora of gratitude. Thank you, JM. Yes, trying to kind of understand some of this stuff like that is massive. Thank you, JM. Nick's Coins, very interesting. Thank you, Nick's Coins. Silver King says an informative video. Thank you, Silver King. Always appreciate Silver King. And James Smith watched this one too, which I appreciate. Let me know that you're here. Thank you, Silver King, for the thumbs up. Appreciate you. Joker's Wild says, you caught me. They're in my shed. That's a lot of eagles. All right, Joker's Wild has got the eagles. Mystery has been solved. All right. Indeed. That's right. A new gift every day when we wake up. That's true. Life is a gift. Justin Sartain, I paid 36 face for BUP sellers, cheaper than maples and eagles, and they're beautiful. Wow. Good job. Yes, indeed. Way to go, Justin. Thank you, Joker's Wild and Silver King. Important silver mining discovery in Australia. A couple years ago. James Smith missed it. Shopping, but I watched. All right, thank you, James. Appreciate the watch on it. Silver King watching. 11.1 tons of gold missing from Australia. It was a pretty controversial thing back in the day. Skeptic Contrarian, that's a sweet gadget. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's a really cool thing, the pocket pinger. Silver Bean Counter will have to look for those green flags. Wow, I wonder if they took just spot to move them or less. Yes, I'd be very curious to know too. John, sipping on some coffee, my friend. Yes, indeed. It's pretty much lukewarm now. Yes. Cool gadget. Thank you, sir. Skeptic Contrarian. Demolition Dan says, I have room in my garage for some silver and gold if anyone's interested. All right. Duly noted. Good place to store. Uno says, Joker's Wild. There you go. The wrong way versus the right way. That's right. Looks like an Uno card. Patriotic Stacker was almost first. It was close. Alan Gould was here earlier, but I didn't even acknowledge him, so he didn't stick around long. Joker's Wild. Rock on. Thank you, brother. I'm going to try. White Heart from Mark Medlin. This video, it's got very few views, very little views on this video tonight. You're the Retard says, enjoy the dollar while it lasts. It's still going to take a while. Either way, true that. True that. And number 5 from Rocky Superstar. Thank you, Rocky. Let's explore for sure. That's how we do it on this video, is we like to explore different topics, indeed. Michael Ogle is here. I think I responded to your comment earlier, my friend, if I'm not mistaken, but good to see you. Biden's going to starve us so he can control us. It's indeed, it's going to be like the Hunger Games. There's Mark Medlin with a Red Heart. Yes, he is. There he is. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Rocky Superstar, the right way to spend potato head packing. There you go. All right, list a few more. Joker's Wow, what's Fort Knox? Yeah, what is Fort Knox? People want to know. What do people want to know? What is Fort Knox? I like that coin. Got to get me one or two. Yes. Eagle, the Platinum Eagle is pretty cool. I showed all 3 coins in this video. If you all haven't had a chance to watch this video just for the eye candy, you will see a Platinum Eagle. You will see a gold buffalo, and a silver eagle. Yes, indeed. You'll see them all. And a dollar bill, y'all. That's right. Dollar bill. And Nick correctly states that, yes, indeed, government is, wait for it, government is crazy. And she would definitely be right about that. Government is crazy. Thank you, Nix. Plumber Stacker. Hell, why not at this point? That's right, exactly. That's right, Plumber. Stan Schmornak says, I'm beginning to think that the motto on the dollar note should be changed from "In God We Trust" to "I will gladly pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today." That's right, exactly. Blind Silver Stacker bought 2 more ounces of American Platinum Eagles yesterday. Nicely done. What years did you get? Just curious. That's awesome. No Man says, don't worry, Sal. Putin has basically pegged the ruble to gold. 3D chess being played by the Russians, and our side is playing tic-tac-toe, and not very well, I might add. That's right. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, I don't know. I think that Putin has overplayed his hand over there in Russia, but that's just me. Gold Maple says, it's cheaper to produce goods outside the U.S., Sal. That's true. Labor costs are too high in the U.S., which, well, with inflation these days, we might as well repatriate some of the manufacturing here. Taxes are very high in the U.S., and businesses are moving out. That's true. We need to lower our taxes. It's never going to be great again where the U.S. can grow as the development of information technology, medicinal research, and nanotechnology, but also manufacturing, too. Bring manufacturing back. That's what Trump did. Brought manufacturing back. Low taxes and bring it back. There is a scammer. Brent Hartenberg, I love it when you're right about wrong and right. Slurp, thank you, Brent. Appreciate that, my friend. Thanks from Timothy Whittington. Thank you, Timothy. The biggest mistake U.S. made was giving help to China, inviting them into the World Trade Organization. Chinese are even bigger capitalists than the U.S. Once they get in, they said, America, you go. You know that yourself. U.S. gave billions of dollars to Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, both terrorist countries that send jihadis to kill people. The United States must be more careful in choosing friends. All right. Spiderhead, check out Rafi Farber and his inability to receive his warranted silver. Skanksters do not deliver. All right. Apparently they did deliver, according to another member of this community. Common Sense is here. Good to see Common Sense. Welcome. Richard Lovett says, I always look forward to your news stories. I listen to you in the day, early evening, then AM, coast to coast in the night. You go very well with your reports. Well, thank you, Richard. I appreciate that, my friend. It means a lot. I'm honored. All right. Well, folks, I think I'm going to cut it short now, because Hoosier Stacker is going to be posting here soon, or he's live right now, so check him out. I want to thank you all for being here. We had a wonderful night. We will be back here tomorrow night on Sunday, 6 o'clock Eastern, for the Market Watch as the markets open up. So appreciate you guys being here. Have a wonderful evening. Keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground, and we will talk to you later. Take care. Have a good evening.